What's up, fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got one of the most explosive football stories to hit the headlines in a long time. So if you're a Cowboys fan or a football fan in general, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Follow me. There's a lot to unpack, but here's the headline. Jerry Jones might be setting his sights on none other than Deion Sanders to lead the Dallas Cowboys. And to make things even juicier, Troy Aikman, the legendary Hall of Fame quarterback, has come out with some major criticisms about the Cowboys' plans for the future after McCarthy. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the latest news, rumors, and jaw-dropping analysis surrounding the Dallas Cowboys and their future. Alrighty. Let's dive deeper into the Dallas Cowboys' current situation and how Jerry Jones' rumored interest in Deion Sanders could be the game changer this team desperately needs. As we know, Jerry Jones is always on the lookout for the next big move that can elevate the Cowboys back to their Super Bowl glory. After years of consistent playoff appearances but frustrating early exits, the Cowboys fan base is growing more impatient with the lack of championship success. Jones, a businessman and football visionary, understands the importance of making bold decisions when it comes to turning a franchise around. And that's where Deion Sanders enters the picture. Deion isn't just a Hall of Fame player, he's a proven winner and a dynamic personality who knows how to captivate an audience and inspire his players. His success at Jackson State University has been nothing short of remarkable, elevating the program to new heights and bringing national attention to HBCU football. Sanders has revitalized a program that was once considered an underdog. And in many ways, he's proven himself to be a visionary leader who can foster a winning culture. The question, of course, is whether Jerry Jones sees those qualities as something that can translate to the NFL, and more specifically, to the Dallas Cowboys. The idea of Deion Sanders coaching the Cowboys isn't just about his success at Jackson State. It's also about his personal brand. Sanders is an electric figure in football. His swagger, confidence, and ability to connect with players are exactly what the Cowboys need. This team, while loaded with talent, has lacked consistency in terms of leadership, and it's been evident in the team's performances in critical moments. With Deion at the helm, there's no doubt that he would bring a new level of energy to the Cowboys' locker room. His approach to coaching focuses on mental toughness, discipline, and creating a culture where players are constantly striving for greatness. It's a mentality that the Cowboys need right now if they want to take that next step toward being a true Super Bowl contender. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the timing. The Cowboys are at a crossroads after another underwhelming playoff exit under Mike McCarthy's leadership. While McCarthy has brought some stability to the franchise, he's never been able to push the team over the hump. The Cowboys have made it to the playoffs multiple times under McCarthy, but they've consistently fallen short when it matters most. Jerry Jones, never one to settle for mediocrity, has to be frustrated with the team's inability to get past the divisional round of the playoffs. This has led many to believe that McCarthy's job could be on the line, and while Jerry Jones has publicly expressed his support for McCarthy, the rumors surrounding Deion Sanders are too strong to ignore. Sanders has the charisma, the leadership, and the vision to potentially take this team to the promised land, and Jerry Jones knows that he may have to make a drastic change to get there. Now, let's take a step back and analyze what Deion would bring to the table compared to Mike McCarthy. McCarthy's coaching style is more traditional and conservative. He's a coach who's been in the NFL for decades, and while he's won a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers, his approach hasn't been able to ignite the Cowboys in the way Jones had hoped. McCarthy's tenure in Dallas has been filled with inconsistent performances, and while the team has had some strong regular season records, the postseason has been a different story. On the other hand, Deion Sanders has a more modern approach to coaching, one that focuses heavily on player development, motivation, and creating a culture of excellence. His ability to connect with younger players and his experience as a superstar athlete would give him instant credibility in the locker room. Sanders knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and he could bring a fresh perspective to the Cowboys' strategy, especially when it comes to developing young talent and maximizing their potential. One of the most appealing aspects of Deion Sanders as a head coach is his ability to motivate. Deion has a way of getting through to players that few coaches can match. His unique style, charisma, and understanding of what makes players tick would help the Cowboys get the best out of their stars like Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons. Deion isn't afraid to challenge his players, hold them accountable, and demand the best from them. In a league where leadership and chemistry are so important, Sanders could be the kind of coach who can unite the Cowboys' locker room and turn this team into a true contender. The Cowboys' offense, led by Prescott, has been plagued by inconsistency at times, and Deion could help mold Prescott into the kind of quarterback who can elevate his team in the big moments. Similarly, the defense, led by the young star Micah Parsons, could flourish under a coach like Deion, who understands the mentality required to be successful at the highest levels of competition. The timing of these rumors is also fascinating. After another disappointing playoff run, the Cowboys find themselves in a situation where change is inevitable. Jerry Jones is no stranger to bold moves when it comes to the future of the franchise, and he's shown in the past that he's willing to make significant changes if he believes it's in the best interest of the team. The idea of bringing in Deion Sanders is one of the most audacious moves he could make, but it also makes a lot of sense given the current state of the team. If the Cowboys want to compete for championships, they need a coach who can inspire and motivate this group of talented players to reach their full potential. Deion Sanders could be the answer, and it would be a major shift in the philosophy of the franchise. It would also send a clear message that Jerry Jones is willing to do whatever it takes to return the Cowboys to prominence. But let's not forget about the other side of the coin. As much as Deion Sanders could be a game-changer for the Cowboys, there are also significant risks involved. Sanders has only been a head coach for a few years, and while his success at Jackson State is impressive, coaching at the NFL level is an entirely different beast. The pressure, the expectations, and the level of competition are all significantly higher in the NFL. Jerry Jones would need to weigh the potential upside of Deion's leadership against the risks of bringing in a relatively inexperienced NFL coach. That said, Deion's track record at Jackson State speaks volumes, and it's clear that he's more than capable of handling the pressure and leading a team to success. But the question remains: will Jerry Jones pull the trigger and make this bold move, or will he stick with Mike McCarthy for at least one more season? Troy Aikman's comments about the Cowboys' future are worth considering as well. Aikman, a Cowboys legend, has been outspoken about the direction of the franchise, and his frustrations with the team's post-McCarthy plans are clear. Aikman has consistently pointed out that the Cowboys need more than just talent. They need strong leadership to bring it all together. Aikman knows firsthand how important leadership is when it comes to winning championships, and he doesn't believe that the Cowboys have that in place right now. His criticisms of McCarthy and the team's overall plan should not be taken lightly, especially considering his legendary status and intimate knowledge of what it takes to win in Dallas. Could Deion Sanders be the answer to the leadership void Aikman has pointed out? It's certainly possible, and in many ways, Deion might be exactly what the Cowboys need to move forward. So, what does all of this mean for the future of the Dallas Cowboys? The rumors surrounding Deion Sanders are exciting, but there's still a lot of uncertainty. While Sanders could bring a fresh perspective, dynamic leadership, and a winning mentality to the team, There's no guarantee that he would succeed at the NFL level. On the other hand, sticking with McCarthy might bring stability, but it could also continue to result in the same frustrating playoff performances that have plagued the Cowboys in recent years. Ultimately, Jerry Jones will have to make one of the most important decisions of his career. Will he take a chance on Deion Sanders and hope that his success at Jackson State can translate to the NFL? Or will he stick with Mike McCarthy and try to push for another shot at the Super Bowl with the current leadership in place? Only time will tell. But Cowboys fans are certainly in for an interesting offseason, no matter which direction the team decides to go. This is where you come in, Cowboys Nation. What do you think? Is Deion Sanders the right choice to lead the Cowboys into the future? Or do you think Jerry Jones should stick with McCarthy for another season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's discuss. And as always, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on all the latest Cowboys news and updates. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video.